We have some training program of your engineer because some little bit different system of equipment. So your engineer I invite in Korea, then practice your machining in my laboratory. Then after they return to Uzbekistan, so they got the new equipment. They can use this equipment immediately to my issues. Okay, it's the last slide. To sustainable the scientific partnership and human capital, I trust we need two cluster. One cluster is the university and institutes and company work together based on government. Then two clusters have to meet each together for scientific partnership and human capital. They can initiate high technologies and human being exchanges or create a new market. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Kim, for sharing your experience. And special thanks for the sharing history of collaboration. Our next presenter is Dr. Moon-Hwan Han from Korea Testing Certification Institute with presentation about the importance of standards and testing certification for critical raw materials industry.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Moon-Hwan Han from Korea KTC. So KTC is a Korea Testing Certification Institute, which is a government subsidiary laboratory. Also, my institute is recognized by national as well as international in the field of testing, certification, and standardization. So today, I prepared some interesting agenda I would like to share with you. So first, I will start why standards matters for Central Asia and what are standards and standardization. Also, we would like to know global standard system. And I have some lesson from the Korea experience which we shared with you. The last strong opportunity for the future. So, grand market trend, we focus on three strong points. The number one is global demand for certified critical minerals increasing. And the buyers and the investors require trust and flexibility. It is very important. So, standard is a kind of the gateway to higher value market. So it is very essential and important for industry as well as the government side. You can see as screen the purpose and impact of standard. We can summarize it like that: quality improvement and productivity, and consumer and environment safety, as well as enable automation and reduce costs. Whereas the potential downsides, sometimes over standardization may slow innovation, but it is very crucial for industry side. So we think about the growth at the point of the standard. So winners takes all phenomena. It means vehicles and the Apple, IBM, Tesla, vice versa, the legacy automaker. You can see every day the big tech increase their market share and benefit through their own standard. And early standard setters dominate the market is easy. So every point of your industry, I would like to recommend think about the standard for the next step or the past you need to remind. And standardization brings global scalability and economic impact of standard. So you see the OECD, more than 80% of trade influenced by standard. In Korea, we have 25% of GDP growth attributed to the standardization, and also it boosts the national competitiveness and the innovation. So what is the standard? We also think about the type of standard. So first international, such as the ISO, IEC, ITU, and national, in case of the Korea, Korean standard, and United States ANSI, and for Japan, GIS. Also, industry or regional level, IEEE or EM, company specification, so internal specification is very important. So maybe downstream or upstream, so from the company or from the international standard is each rule is very crucial. So we also think about the success of failure and digitization. So failure means incompatibility plug and vacuums synergies, such as, for example, and success case is paper size and pictogram. So it has some lesson from the lack of standard means inefficiency. So standardization in industrial regulation, you can see the first mass progress and size standard, and second is the quality control standard, and third is IT protocol and data standard, and fourth standardization, you can see also AI and safety, ESG, and system-wide interoperability. So why standards matter? It is very simple. So standards shape global trade more than 80% influenced by the bank, such as the OECD. And also lack of standard, it means inefficiency and incompatibility and barrier. So standard enables this compatibility, safety, innovation, as well as access. So what is standardization? So it means developing and implementing technical standards. Also it ensures, as I can say, interoperability and safety, repeatability and quality. Also standardization can be international and national and industrial or economic. Why this matter in for Central Asia? So today we can think about many things, but I would like to focus on 4 things. So global demands for critical minerals, such as EV, semiconductors, and batteries, is rising. And second, international buyer requires certified and traceable products. And next, without standards and conformity, market access is blocked. So TNK is a very proud of company in Uzbekistan. So to globalization, export your product, so we have to think about the standard and conformity. So standard and conformity certifications are tools to evaluate product value. So value means benefit and money and business. Here is some common challenges in Central Asia. So limited infrastructure, such as a national standardization system, and the facilities are underdeveloped. And high testing costs, it means a reliance on foreign testing causes delay and high expenses. Also, we think about the lack of experts. A few domestic experts on ISO, IEC, and the conformity assessment, and fragmented regulation. It means the regulations are inconsistent and public awareness is low. So here are some key standards: body, SOD. So ISO is maybe you already know, International Standard Organization. IEC is specialized for electrical, and ITUT is specialized for the telecommunication. And national grade, KS, GS from the China, Korea, as well as the United States and Japan, and national and industry and regional, also IEEE and EM. So this is the principle of standardization development. So very important. Respond to market needs is the first step. We have to get about how to make a standard. And also, it should be based on the global expert opinion. It means that we need a consensus to make a standard to reduce the barrier. Also, it inclusive and the multi-stakeholder. Also, the consensus is driven. This is the stage for the international standard development. So from the very first stage, proposal and working draft, it means the preparatory and committee, they make a comments and refine one. And the inquiry, approval, and last step is the publication and review. So usually this step requires for more than 4 years because, as I mentioned, it requires many members' participation from the IC, ISO, ITU. Also, we need some consensus including we make a draft. So it also has the official step. So it requires official time to make a standard. So very first stage, you need to think about which kind of the standard or what for we measure this kind of the required standardization in your business area. This is benefit so for society and for business and for government. For business, it fosters market access and reduce cost reduction. So KDC law in Korea, so as I mentioned, the national certification and test body, so active in ISO, ISC, and ITU, and support industry with a smart testing lab and digital certification tool. So global cooperation opportunity between Uzbekistan and Korea, so knowledge and infrastructure sharing and joint certification initiative, and support to Central Asia in building, testing, and conformity system. Thank you very much for your listening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Han. Thank you very much, all the speakers. Unfortunately, time is very limited. Audience, do you have any questions? We have time for 1 or 2 questions. Okay, I have a question about testing and certification. I know you, Professor Kim, are the member of the ISO working group for creating new ISO standards. So I want to join there. How to do it?
Actually, the ISO and IEC and ITU case is your national competition. So your national standard body, what's the name?
Uju standard.
Uju standard have to get the membership in this technical committee. What you want, such as, for example, TC298 is the rare earth for the committee. So the Uju standard have to get the membership in nuclear TC. In this case, your expert can be a P member. Then you can vote and you can speak, you can suggest, you can make a comment.
Thank you. And I have one more question regarding the science and technology. I know maybe 3 members here at least work for lithium extraction. So could you tell about what's new in the technology? What will be trending after like 15 years in lithium extraction from brine, from the oil wells?
I try to give some answers. Of course, the most preferable way and the most cheapest and the most effective one is brine. In, for example, the Latin American triangle, the extracting from brines with a high condensity of lithium. At the same time, now new technologies also allows us to extract lithium from other sources. It's for first of all pegmatites like Australian. At the same time, promising area for this region, especially Uzbekistan, also plays underground industrial waters coming out from oil and gas industry, which also contains the lithium. Also, with the content more than we had last research samplings, 50 grams per ton. And new membrane technologies allows to extract it with the most effective way. So this could be a good direction of also research. Our university, together with the Institute of Hydrogeology and Engineering Geology, also works on this direction. By the way, with USTMK, we have that kind of projects to learn the underground industrial waters, not only for lithium, but for iodine and bromium as well, which could be also perspective from some places.
So that means co-extraction. So, Professor Kim, some comment from you?
I just explain what my technology in my laboratory. So we try to get the lithium using by the electrochemical process. The water, the seawater, or some shale oils the waters. There are a lot of the minerals, so we electrochemical technology. But as your professor mentioned, you need the ceramic membrane because the vacuum and magnesium, their radical size very similar. So control the ceramic membrane design very difficult. So we process that kind of the NGO, gallium oxide layers, so made it by myself and test it. And until now, their efficiency is quite good, better than as much as we expected. Then we try to scale up now. Also some circulation, some the water system, because we have to continue supply system the water. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So let's see. To wrap up today's discussion, let me summarize some of the key takeaways from our session. The final one was to extract critical metals, minerals, we need critical metals, such as gadolinium to extract lithium. To develop critical metals technology, we need rare specialists. So we need to develop our education and create a specialist for this. And we need very rare technology to make it green. Thank you very much.